trying to make it better, guys, and I fudged it. So hopefully y'all will find us here. I wonder if you could share this one in the community post, just so like best. Hopefully everybody gets notified that it's going on. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
Create a post.
Tracy, what's up? You found us. Thank you so much. Lillian is here. Hi. Who? Oh my God, I almost just died. Melissa G, hello again. Ninja. When will y'all visit South Carolina? You guys are welcome to park in our backyard anytime, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
So
we appreciate
much.
it.
We appreciate that. Misty, you found us. We are so glad. Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys.
Thank you.
That's some of being in Mexico with limited service, and I feel so. Before we came, we switched to T-Mobile because we thought that it would be like the bee's knees, and it is turning out to not be the bee's knees.
Well, so what I've heard is actually AT&T is the best service that you can have while you're down here because they actually don't limit you. But this was something that they just changed to after we changed to T-Mobile and decided to come down.
Well, whatever. T-Mobile paid for us to get out of our contract with Verizon, so that was very nice. And then we are probably going to switch to Google Fi. And we definitely want to get Starlink. Somebody was asking about Starlink in the last one. We are just trying to figure out where to get it shipped to in Mexico.
Yes.
So we're trying to figure out, because it's an expensive package. I don't just want to like send it willy-nilly. It's not like I'm ordering like, I don't know, chapstick on Amazon and I don't care if it shows up or not. Like, it's an expensive thing. So I want to make sure that it actually goes where it needs to go. I wonder if we have any like followers in like Mexico City or something like that.
Maybe.
Who could like accept the pack. You
dab? Yeah, look at my dab. I sneezed into my elbow. So Catalina asked, how is the couple that was traveling with you from Chicago?
Chicago?
They're from Michigan.
Is Michigan's kind of close to Chicago. They're good. I think they're in La Paz right now. We split ways with them a couple of weeks, or maybe only like a week ago. We had some stuff we wanted to do in Todos Santos and see some people there, and they had some other commitments, so we said, hasta luego, see you later. We'll probably link up with them again before we leave for mainland, which is going to be in a couple of weeks. Ellen says, Michigan in the house.
Yep.
Judy's in the house. Alex, Frankie, and Paquito.
I'm trying to get into
I actually kind of feel like so awkward that Paco's name is Paco down here because so many like legit human beings down here are named Paco.
Well, I mean, he's named after me.
I know, but like it's like Paco's this and Paco's store, and people are like, you named your dog Paco? And we're like, yeah.
Milwaukee. What are you?
I feel like it would be like naming your dog Brian or something.
I was mentioning that this was an eye-opening and good opportunity to think about different scenarios and how you would respond to those. This would make a fun and informational video.
Fire drills.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea, actually.
I feel like we need more fire drills in van life.
Yeah.
Like for legit fires, even like if a fire happened in your van, what would you do?
For sure.
If even I'm thinking like, because we're coming into wet season and you know, what happens if a mudslide happens? What do we do? I don't know.
So many different scenarios.
What happens if the river rises and we're all kind of bundled up? You know, like there's so many what ifs that you could also spend your whole life spinning in what ifs and never actually live your life. So I mean, I think there's like a healthy level of like.
I think we're back again.
Whoop.
I think it froze, then we're back. But yeah, I think there's so many different things that could go wrong, and if we think about all of them, we just don't want to put that full energy on us where things start happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a lot there to think about, for sure.
Well, and I think the thing, like, you have to remember that, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't have any recovery gear in their vehicles.
Well, that was one of the issues, too, I guess, with traveling with other people. You know, you want to make sure that you all have some type of gear.
Or that you've at least, like, thought about it beforehand. Or, like, you know, like, maybe before you start a caravan, you do, like, a safety check of, like, what gear do you have and what gear do I have and what are we missing and who has the budget to pick that up.
I think that would be a great video, like things you must have on the road so you could recover yourself in a bad situation,
Yeah, because just even like a rope and a shovel will get you a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like a complete recovery kit, but like if you're looking for just a couple of inexpensive things that you can have on board that could actually literally save your life.
Yeah.
That'd
work. That'd work a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so has anyone else lost the Anthony's? I'm sorry if you lost us. I'll be in Tulum in July.
Ooh.
I'll be thinking of y'all. Awesome.
That sounds awesome.
So I think somebody asked, don't remember who it was, where we are going next.
Eugene, Oregon, one of my favorite places. Hi, Jeff. That's not where we're going next.
Right to the T-Mobile cards. Right now we're on the Wi-Fi from the place that we're at right now, so hopefully the feed is doing better.
The feed is working awesome. Okay, good, Jill. Thank you so much.
So the next place that we're going that you'll see in the videos would be I think Bay of Conception, San Ignacio. So we're going to those places next in the videos. We're gonna make it all the way down to La Paz and even all the way down to Cabo. And where we are right now is in Cabo. So you guys are probably about 2 weeks behind where we actually are in real time.
But so next we're going to head up to the East Cape. There's a surfing competition there this weekend, so we want to check that out. And then we're going to head back to La Paz, where we're going to figure out how to get the ferry to mainland. Once we're in mainland, we're planning on doing like Sayulita, Puerto Vallarta, and then maybe heading down a little bit and crossing over to Mexico City. So we'd like to be in Mexico City for and there's like a couple of mountain towns.
I would say sometime in July.
Mexico City. Yeah, so we're planning on being on mainland by the beginning of July, and then up in the mountains by mid to late July, and then kind of making our way towards Guatemala in a fairly swift way.
Yeah. So I want to get caught up on some of what everybody's saying here. First off, hello to Keith and Robert in Arizona. We remember meeting you guys.
Oh yeah, at the Home Depot.
The Home Depot, that was amazing.
How you doing?
And then Stoke Loaf said, gotta find the fine line between what ifs and just do it.
Totally.
Yes, a video of safety and having a safety bag ready to jump off the van in a second.
Here's the tricky thing is that like you come down here and everybody's like, hide your valuables and make sure all your stuff is hidden away. But then like, what if a situation where it's like, grab your valuables and get them out. And then you're like, oh shit, all my stuff's away.
Yeah.
I gotta like get under and like find my hiding spot for all my important stuff. When like, so it's like, where's the fine line there between like hidden away so it can't be stolen and easy to access so you can get it when you need to get out of there.
All right, and yeah, I agree. So like our boards are kind of strapped down. And actually, I get them off of there pretty quick because I know how they're locked in place.
Right.
But it would be better if they were in a better like where I could just like literally pull them off the side, and then they're ready to go. So there's definitely a few things. So we got hi from Vancouver, Canada. How you doing,
Ellen, we need your friend. I have a very good Detroit pal in Guanajuato. Great mountain town to visit. I'll connect you.
Cool,
Please. Because maybe we could have our Starlink shipped to them too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be so dope.
Matt said, is the CNN video or interview available?
So they just sent it to me and I downloaded it, and so I have a copy of it on my computer, and I was wondering what I should do with it. Should I post it as like a video on YouTube? They said that I could do that if I wanted to. Should I put it up as like, I don't know, like a Facebook story? Should I put it up as like I don't know. I guess if I put it as a YouTube video, then we could embed it on our website or something like that later if we wanted to. But yeah, I mean, a bunch of people want to see it, and I would love to share it with you. So I feel like I was so nervous. Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm just talking and I don't know what's coming out of my mouth.
Before I go on with these comments, I want to say that when we were listening in the background, when we were getting ready, like from the behind the scenes aspect of Alex and I,
For the CNN
you could
thing?
hear all the news that's going on and them doing like the roll call of everything and telling you like
they were like setting the story
we want to make sure you're framed right, you know, blah blah blah. Like you'll be coming on right after we sign off this person, and then this person will be taking over. So there's like this like roll call that happens.
And you can't see anything. All that we could see was like a screen that was like, you are now connected with CNN.
That's it. And
if you cannot hear us, please dial this phone number.
But you could hear all the negative news that was going on.
It was like, everything is bad.
And it was like, we don't watch the news. And like, I could just feel the energy from it. And my heart was just like, from all the news. And honestly, I wish I didn't have to hear that part before we went on. But what we wanted to do was also bring a positive spin on the questions that they were asking us, because we know that people need that positivity in life, and for whatever reason, the news doesn't necessarily bring it to us. You know what I mean? Oh, let's also talk about the new sticker options.
Guys, okay. Well, actually, there's a membership option. So you could actually join FnA Van Life as a member on YouTube. We just set this all up. There's all these cool badges that you can get when you join, so that when we're in the live streams, you'll get the badge and you can see the badge. And then so all I can see on here is the Mexican pricing.
Yes.
Because that's what my phone is right now. But so the lowest
is like $2.
219 Mexican pesos per month.
Per month, but there's
one that's only 39 Mexican pesos,
which
is like
about
$1.50.
No, it's $2. It's about $2.
Oh yeah, because 20 is like $1.
So when you sign up for this, the loyalty badges will be out however long you are on it.
There's a custom emoji with Paco's face.
Yeah, there's a van one, and there's an olive one, and you'll see it. It'll be very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But these will come up in your comments, and you'll be able to use these stickers specifically as a member. I do want to say what's up to Hightower, my journey. Yo, congratulations on 4 years in the van. That's amazing. And it's awesome that you live in Oklahoma City, and hopefully one day we'll be able to meet you on the road.
That would be so cool. I feel like when we get back to the United States, we need to do like an epic like FnA like road trip and like meet up with everybody.
Manny asked what your favorite spot so far in Baja.
Ooh, the Bay of Conception is stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
San Ignacio, I really liked. It was like such a cool little vibey town. You could sleep right on town square. It was very sweet. What else did I really like?
I think Bay of Conception was probably my favorite. The only downfall to that one would be like the service issue, and if we had Starlink, we'd be able to literally spend like a month there, no problem, just chilling next to the beach. The water was beautiful. The scene there was just amazing, and just go out in the water and paddleboard and just like.
We met a couple there who lived on a sailboat for like 20 years, and they raised their kids on the sailboat. Now they have the sailboat's in the bay, and then their house can like look at the sailboat, and they're getting ready to sell it. And they were like, it was just so. I was like, I want to be you guys.
Yeah, Summers Travel said, "Well, hello there. Hope you're better after that insane situation."
We are very better.
We are doing very well. Our energy is restored from that situation. We hope that something like this never happens to you out there on the road. But let's face it, we live out in the elements. We are prone to situations happening. We have to just be ready to embrace it and embrace the moment, because legitimately, after everything's said and done, there were so many beautiful things that came out of it.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful things is how the locals came together to help us.
Totally.
And it just gives you a really big and different perspective on the people here in Mexico. And we are not sure that we would have got the same treatment if we were in the States. I'm sure people would have tried to help, but would it have happened as fast?
I don't know.
You know, you just don't know. And it just made me realize that the people here are truly amazing.
Yeah, we had an amazing experience. And even I think just like the fact that you and I could communicate with each other so well and just like get shit done and like figure it out. And I think a lot of that has been like built over the last 2 years on the road, because, you know, when you're in a relationship and you live in a van, there's situations all the time that come up that you have to deal with, like something breaks or something's not working right, or you have to make a decision about where you're going, or, you know, what you're feeling and whatever. And so I think that in 2.5 years of living, you know, van life, Frankie and I have really exercised those muscles a lot in terms of like, how do we communicate with each other, and how do we make decisions on, you know, how do we make decisions when they need to be done fast, and, who's taking the lead and who's, we're listening to each other and like bouncing on each other and like making sure that the other one is good and like helping. And so I think that definitely served us in terms of like, obviously we couldn't figure out the whole situation ourselves, and it was so great to be able to like have, the help and support of other people through it. But in order to be able to like stay on the same team.
Yeah. I mean, it's really all about you guys being a team together when you're out here on the road.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoa, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for the
much.
Super chat. You're amazing. I'm so glad you all are safe. The most amazing thing for me that came out of the situation is how loving and supportive you were with each other in such a tense situation. #true love. The second most amazing thing was the trooper Paco was. You guys are all the best. Toy Maker, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we 100% agree. Like the fact that we are there for each other through and through, no matter what it is. We know that now. Like we've been in the most tense situation that we could be on, since we've been on. In I don't want to say the most one that you could be on because there's so many worse things that can happen. We could have lost the van altogether. Yeah. But realistically, the main thing is that we're there for each other. We care about each other's safety. Somebody earlier said, like I think I heard Frankie scream out to Alex, like grab our passports, grab our things, and let's get the f*** out of here. Because realistically, it was really about just saving our own lives at that point. And, when it comes to our friends who were traveling with us, we want them to understand the same thing. It's about being there for each other. Obviously being on the road for such a short period of time, it hit them differently, because they've only been on the road for 2 months. So it hit them differently in the sense of they didn't want to lose their van. And neither did we, but like to actually like step away from it. We already sold one van, and that was the hardest thing to do for us in that point in time in our lives of selling, Lolo. And it would have been like that, but you're not selling it. It's literally just leaving your life. So I do think that their situation was definitely different than ours.
You want to see Paco.
Oh, sorry. Our situation was definitely different than theirs. But I do hope that they find the same actions for one another while they're living van life, because it is extremely important that if you're with a partner that you do so as well.
Yeah, I feel like bad communication. Well, hold on, guys. I feel like we're very slouching. Whoa, this thing is so womply. Womply.
Sorry, guys, about the camera stuff. Alex is making some changes.
Oh, womply.
Don't lose the live chat now, Alex. You made this way worse than what it needs to be. Uno momento, por favor.
This is the most terrible.
Give me. I'll take care of it.
Hold on.
Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, back up. We're set.
Keith, thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
You keep bringing positivity to this world. Keep it up. We need more of that. Amen, brother.
That's a pretty good idea, actually. Yeah. I think I'm going to sit like that, too, and give my back a break. Hey, guys, you're in LA and in bed with me.
This is how tall the live stream is because of our terrible tripod situation.
I'm really doing my research to finally transfer to van life. I'm showing my entire family this alternative lifestyle.
Yes.
That's amazing, Diane. I think it is something that everybody can do if they make a goal of it. It is great that you're showing your family the alternative lifestyle, because then they could really understand what it is and have an opportunity to learn a lot more about this alternative lifestyle.
It's funny because we were just recording a podcast with a woman named Lisa. She's really sweet. That episode will come out in maybe like 2 weeks. But she was talking about how when she was, bringing her family and her friends into like her idea of van life, that she was very excited about it and like, just like going hard and like giving them all the information and blah, 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 blah. And she realized that like she was going too fast for, like her mom and whatever. So she, took a step back and slowed down on, still sharing, but like sharing like small things at a time and like one, podcast or one YouTube video or, like kind of like dribbling it instead of like full on being like,
I'm going to live in a van, and I'm going to poop in a bucket, and I'm going to move to the woods, and I'm going to quit my job, and like, it's all happening tomorrow. For the people that don't really understand what it is or don't have that wanderlust to do that, it's going to be a little bit harder to convince them.
It might be scary.
Or, it might be very fearful about this type of lifestyle, and which is totally understandable. We were fearful in the beginning about the lifestyle, just like getting into it the first month or two was, we were very hesitant.
We were lucky to have very supportive, friends and family,
we did.
Generally. My parents were on board. Your parents, or your mom was very on board.
Yeah, Tracy said that y'all had me in tears.
No. I've been watching y'all and I'm taking notes. Paco's mad at me.
Let's see. Robert asked how our friends are doing who got stuck. We think that they're doing fine at the moment. We haven't really talked to them in about a week because we were just trying to be Alex and I on the road and kind of disconnect ourselves from all the madness of just everything. So we wanted to take a break and kind of peel off a little bit and just go our own path and our own route. So
if you want more information on that, you should become a Patreon because in next week's podcast we're actually gonna dish some.
And if you really want to know how they're doing, go hit them up on Instagram.
Yeah, go follow them, go talk to them, go see how they're doing.
Yeah, they're called the Wanderlust Travel Couple. Let them know you came from FnA and that
they're dropping content all the time.
Yep. A lot of reels, a lot of short form stuff, but we're very excited for their travels as well.
Yeah. Cool. 69 people in the house.
The more homogeneous a population is, the more helpful they are.
Homogeneous.
Yeah, homogeneous. The more helpful they are to others in distress. Multicultural areas are the least helpful.
Weird.
Wow.
Is that statistical?
That's interesting.
I wonder why. I think there's a lot of fear of the other. Generally speaking,
Actually, that was a question that we got last night from a Mexican man, and he actually said to me, some other people that have came down from America that were white, I guess, made a suggestion of people with dark skin that are black per se are not good people. And he said, do you find this this way? And he was like,
you're from Brooklyn, New York.
And I said,
you ever dealt with that?
Not at all. I said, what make people who they are is their decisions and the people that they've had around them in their lives that have created these goals and expectations of a certain lifestyle. And people choose to do these lifestyles based on, what they're taught. So a lot of people the ones that wind up being in gangs or stealing or certain things like this have been taught that at some point in time, even if it was by a movie or a game or a TV show or a parent, a friend, not being a part of a good community. Spending too much time with
Frankie McCullough.
The more opportunity you have with a good community, the better you'll be in the long run normally. So I really do believe that it has nothing to do with the tone of your skin, it has everything to do with how you want to be and what you want to become and how you want to treat others as well as yourself.
Totally. Yeah. Leslie says, I was worried about Paco too. I just freaked out because I looked over and he had the squeaker and he'll eat that whole thing. So I was like, we got to get that out of his mouth right now. But he was so good when all the van stuff was going on. He was really calm and patient, and then went and sat in the other van with Kat and was taking care of her and Bella. And he's just so quiet and he just sat there and waited for us and was we were in and out and he was just so good. Does the soap van have a YouTube or IG? Yes, they do have an IG.
It's called Crystal Soaps.
Well, let's get it right.
Yeah, we're gonna get it right. Well, actually, we could drop it in the comment section as well.
It's Crystal Bar Soap.
Crystal Bar Soap.
Oh, baby. We have a shower, and I haven't used the bar soap that we got yet.
Oh, we can go grab it.
Yeah, I want to. It smells so good.
It does. And they are the most incredible people. And her product, she, pays attention to every single detail in it. When we were chatting with them, they're they won't even take a photo with something that even has a blemish in it because
she's all these soaps are not perfect, and we were these looks amazing.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? But yeah, so they smell really good. They're all made with love and intention, and with sustainable practices and vegan products, and Yeah, she's really sweet. They're having a summer solstice sale right now, too. So if you want to go support them, that would be really sweet. Jennifer says, why are you in a room? Sorry we were late and probably missed it. Actually, nobody's asked yet,
Nobody's
Jen.
asked.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Once a year, Alex gets a free room from, I think it's Marriott.
Yeah, so I have the Marriott American Express credit card. And I got this before we started traveling because, just when van life was an idea to us, I was like, I feel like we're going to need a lot of hotel rooms. I thought for whatever reason, like, if a storm is coming or if it's too cold outside or whatever, like, we're going to need hotel rooms all the time. So let me get a credit card with hotel rooms so that, we can build the van, build up points and blah, blah, blah. And then, whenever we need a hotel room, we don't have to worry about the cost.
Or if you're not feeling well or something,
sure,
you could get out of the van. And it's kind of wild because in the last year, at least in this van, the last time we used a hotel room while being in the van, while we're traveling, was when we had to use the hotel room in Alaska.
Because the van was on a boat.
Yeah. So it's kind of wild that it's been a full year and we haven't used hotel rooms.
And it's funny because Frank just mentioned this to me because I didn't realize. So last year we were in Alaska for the summer solstice and we actually got there the day before the summer solstice and then we were there for 4 days in the hotel waiting for the van and then picked it up. So we were like wandering the streets of Anchorage without a van on the summer solstice, staying in our, Marriott room or whatever. And then so literally a full year later, on exactly the same day, we're staying in a hotel room in a Marriott, but this time in Cabo.
We were just asked if we've seen any chupacabras, but before we answer that,
Chupacabras?
Yeah,
what's that mean?
It's a creature here in Mexico.
Oh.
It's a mythical creature, like a Bigfoot, right? But before we answer that question, I know that you guys might have hit the like button in the last live.
Oh,
Make
but
sure
you're
to
not
jam
doing
it here now.
Yet.
That way,
Hi, Mom.
it shares it to more people as well. But yeah.
But yeah, we're at the Marriott in Cabo.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Have you seen the chupacabra?
He's going right there. Look, he's so hairy.
I thought I seen the chupacabra and I was like, "What is that thing?" And then it was Paco. He just like that, just like that, perfect timing. No.
I gotta look up a Google image of this. How do you spell it?
Do you know what a chupacabra is?
Chupacabra.
Come here. Tell me about all the chupacabras that you've seen in your life.
Oh, it's like a dog with like spikes coming out of its back. And like,
how many you've seen in his life?
That is a vicious chupacabra. Oh, sorry, I gotta get back. But so no, luckily we have not seen any chupacabra while we've been down here. But there's still plenty of time, so we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Maybe we'll see one in Mexico City.
Oh my God, I would die. That's my plan, Patreon. Thank you so much, Tracy. We really appreciate you.
Out of my face, dude. Oh,
see y'all. Ooh, hi. Oh, am I getting kisses?
He's doing kisses. Oh, thank you, buddy.
Denise says, I'm glad you got a room. Me too. We were so in need of a shower. We were literally just spent the last 4 days like super beach bum, like in and out of the ocean multiple times a day. No, like barely rinsing off. It was very, very in need of a shower.
CL, that was good. He said Bigfoot chased him into his van in the woods one night, and then when he turned his flashlight on, it was actually a chipmunk.
Oh no, that's a really small Bigfoot. Lillian says he was at the Texas border. Check the news. Haha. Oh, is it like actually, I thought that was the name of like one of the cartels or something.
Uh-huh.
The
Chupacabra?
Chupacabra news. Why are you freaking out, buddy?
There you go.
Oh, what is this mysterious looking creature in Tarrant County? Chupacabra myth lives on in Texas. Oh my God, that looks terrifying.
I gotta see this thing. Un momento, por favor.
Ah! No, man.
It just looks like a dog.
It looks like a very scary looking dog.
You didn't even watch it.
I don't want to see it. Go to all the places says I just spent 3 hours in my shower. That
A
sounds
3-hour
like
shower?
a very luxurious shower. I'm planning on having like a shower an hour for the duration of our stay in this hotel.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, maybe not every hour, but I would at least like.
We're only here for a very short period of time. We're here for one day.
So I've already had
Check
one
out
shower.
your-
I'm
Oh, yeah,
gonna
you
have
did.
another shower before bed, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Because if I'm gonna wash my face, I might as well wash my whole body. You know? And
Why do you keep
then
hitting pause on this?
I don't. And then I'd like to have one tomorrow before we leave, and then maybe I'll even blow dry my hair. It's gonna be a big day, guys. Diana says, "Stay blessed, love. Putting little one down now. Great night." Well, good night. I hope the little one goes down easy.
Yeah, they Go All Places said you'll need that after.
All of the humidity. So it's actually not been so bad at night. We thought it was going to be terrible for sleeping down here. But it's not been so bad.
It said it was supposed to be 77 last night, and I think it got down into the low 70s for sure. Because if it was 77, I would have slept with no covers on. But as the night went on, I pulled those Suzhou sheets over my body, and it felt amazing. They were nice and cool too. Like that's the one thing I really like about those sheets is it seems like it captures the air, and then you can like pull them over yourself, and like you stay nice and cool.
Yeah, I had Paco putting all 4 of his paws into my back all night, so that was really nice. With the way you're laying in bed, I feel like you're laying around telling bedtime stories. Yeah.
Yeah, Bart.
We're here for the sleepover. We're just waiting for the pizzas and the like candy to get delivered, which actually would be really nice. We were thinking, so when this is done, we're gonna go and get some tacos. And I think we're going to kind of wander around. We're like in downtown Cabo. We haven't spent a lot of time in downtown Cabo. We've been at like kind of like the offshoot like surfer kind of towns. So we're going to, now that we're here.
Can we talk about the surfing experience a little bit?
Sure.
How do you think it went?
Well, I think that I am an expert surfer now.
Wait till you see this video, guys.
I feel like the scariest thing about surfing is getting in and out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, because when the waves are cranking, the shore break is, like, terrifying.
Yeah, it is. Especially, like, over the top of, like, a pretty rocky reef. There was one time...
And we watched this kid come out of the water with his whole foot bleeding because he stepped on a sea urchin.
Yeah.
So there was, like, blood everywhere and, like, oh, my God. Like, no, thank you. So you're like, okay, I can't touch the ground, but I can't stay on my board, but I can't... And then I'm getting rocked by the waves and, like, sucking half the ocean up my nose and, like, it's not a good scene.
So the video that we're in the process of making that you'll see in a couple weeks from now is... you want to tell them?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Sure. So it's all about surfing, and it's all about if we could get into a barrel in 72 hours.
72 hours.
Yeah.
From 0 to pro in 72 hours.
Like, remind you guys, I've only surfed 2 days ever in my life.
What are the odds? Give him a thumbs up if you think it's going to be good. Jesus says, watch out for sharks.
You know, if I'm out there watching out for sharks, I'm never going to catch a wave because I'm just going to be looking in the water.
I did see
the
some
time.
cool fish today, though.
Yeah, there was a lot of them out there.
7 weeks until Fall Fest in Orangeville, Ontario. That sounds like a
Cool.
hoot. Have you ever been to, remember that Turkey Fest we went to?
That was in Idaho?
No, it was in Ontario. It was,
Oh, I do remember that.
it was in, like, Gananoque.
It was with your friends when we went on our first, like, van trip out to Canada, and the van was, like, still not really built.
Tracy wants to know, do you have a cooling mattress in the van? No, we have, because we have the convertible bed situation, we have a bunch of foam, what do you call them?
They're just foam, like, foam
Blocks,
mats.
kind
Yeah.
of. So, like, one block is on the one side of the bench, and then another on the other, and then one in the back, and then the two that make up the middle live somewhere else during the day. So it's basically just, like, 4-inch memory foam with a cover on it. And it's actually super comfortable. I feel
It's
like our
so
bed is
crazy.
very comfortable.
After the snowboarding experience,
You guys had surfing should be a walk in the park.
you know, that's not true because think about it like this. When you're going down a mountain, the mountain is pitched for you. So
And the mountain never moves.
the mountain never moves. It always stays in one place. The conditions might change a little bit, but the ocean changes every minute, changes every second. It like the
mountain
currents,
is moving under you.
Yeah, that's
and
what
the mountain will clobber you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so if you're going down a mountain, you could go, beginner, intermediate, expert on the mountain, and that never changes.
Yeah.
Where if you are out in the water, you could be, 3-foot waves beginner, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, there's 10-foot waves.
And you're like, Holly, save me.
So it's just
Tim's in the house.
Difference.
What's up, Tim? He says, what's up, peeps?
Ouch.
Ha! Ha!
If
Don't mind me, just watch.
If you do want to see us surfing, you could go back to an older video, and that older video is in Hawaii. And you'll see.
That's what Mom's saying. Surfing in Hawaii.
You'll see the action there.
Light Dark says, I hate those moving mountains.
You want food?
Ditto. Tracy says, I hope you get somewhere that you can swim in the cenotes. Yes, we super want to do that. I feel like Mr. and Mrs. Adventure found a lot of cenotes here in Baja, and we haven't found literally
Was it in Baja, or did they do that in mainland?
Did they go to mainland?
Maybe in the first time around.
You guys might know this better than I do. Where were Mr. and Mrs. Adventure doing all the, swimming holes? Because I know there's a bunch on, the other side of Mexico, but I'm not sure where there are here in Baja.
Sorry, I had to make sure the boy ate.
But we're definitely planning on going to Puerto Vallarta. I spent some time in Sayulita a couple years ago and really loved it, so I'd love to take Frank back there and have him enjoy that too, because it was a really cool little town.
Yeah. I do want to say, Jesus, yes, definitely balance-wise, it helps for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ellen says, and there's no experience like ripping your feet, legs, hands, and arms on the coral. That stuff can tear you up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So one of my tricks is I never let my feet touch the ground.
Sometimes you might not have control.
Sometimes you might not.
Tracy has an extreme dislike of sharks.
I
think most people do.
I lived in Florida for 10 years in a place where there's hammerhead sharks and a bunch of other different types of sharks, tiger sharks, everything. And I used to work at a boat jet ski rental. I used to go in the water all the time, dive off the jet ski and swim around. The chances of getting bit by a shark are probably lower than getting struck by lightning, depending on where you live.
I like those odds. Ellen says that Mr. and Mrs. Adventure found the swimming holes in the mountains between the west coast and the east coast of Baja. That might be where we're going next.
Yeah, we're going that way. Yeah. So that's actually a really popular place. It is called something de Mayo.
That made me think of Cinco de Mayo when people put the mayo in the sink.
It's called something.
And they're like, I don't understand this holiday. You just put mayo in the sink. Those margaritas.
I can't remember what it is. That's gonna bother me now. But whatever.
We'll show you in the video.
We are gonna show you in the video. And actually, there's hot springs there too as well. It's gonna be a little too hot for us to go into hot springs, but
maybe
we'll get some shots of it at least.
Tracy says I've only been to the Cenotes in Tulum. I was looking them up a little while ago, and there were so many in Tulum, and that was the only place that they were.
There's also
where are they?
The people that we met the other night said that there's a lagoon by where he grew up too as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Tim says, I want a Paco keychain. Make it happen. It's not a bad idea. Light Dark says, when is the stuffed Paco toy coming out?
Ooh, you guys are giving us some ideas.
Yeah.
So
I'm also kind of upset that nobody wants a stuffed animal of my face.
Oh, it's kind of scary.
We were at your brother's house, and his two nieces have these stuffed animals that's a photo of their face on a Frozen doll. I mean Anna and Elsa. And it is the most terrifying doll that I've ever seen in my life. It's their faces, but on a stuffed animal. You're how could you sleep with that next to you?
Eric said that the sharks avoid him because he'll bite them.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Billy, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Keep it up.
We will keep it up, and we appreciate the love and the outreach of helping us out on the road here.
Super stickers.
That's what I was looking for.
Yes. So, what do you guys think? Should we spend all this moolah?
Bye, Stoke Loaf. We love you guys.
Bye, Stoke Loaf. I hope that those coffees were good at the coffee shop that you were at and getting the Wi-Fi.
Robert said bobbleheads of you two.
Oh.
We're just on people's dashboards.
But it would be like an actual like model is to scale because my head is so big.
That's true. Alex's head is like 6 times bigger than mine.
His hats are like he has to keep them on the smallest snap. I don't even
Not
know.
the smallest one.
Not the smallest. It's not the smallest, yeah. You guys know I'm only here for Paco. No offense. Well, Paco's
cool.
only here for you, Tim.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
We take no offense to that.
Good to hear, Stoke. Okay, here's the deal, guys. Thank you all so much for the super chats and super stickers. We really appreciate it. But now we have a very big decision to make. Do we spend the money getting the van greased, or do we go out for tacos tonight?
That's a lot of tacos.
I mean...
I think we might... Yeah, it is a big decision, so you guys let us know.
Maybe we could, like, divvy it up between, like, some tacos and some... Hey, buddy.
No.
What are you doing?
He wants to go out. I think he just ate.
How about just a throw pillow with y'all faces in Paco? Gotta love them throw pillows, right?
No, I hate those throw pillows.
Cowboy Camper votes tacos.
Tacos. I will say that we will think about making the Paco stuff.
You know what? Actually, so that throw pillow thing is making me think we should get like a really horrible family photo where like. You know when the families are like on top of the mantle and it's like everybody's like super serious and like we're so wealthy, look at us. Like it's you and me and Paco in like some kind of like throne situation. And then it's just like on a throw pillow that you could have in your house.
Save the money and make your own tacos maybe. So the only issue with making our own tacos right now, it is hot AF outside and cooking in the van right now is a no-go.
We also are basically out of food. So, potentially, we should go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I agree.
But then we're staying in a hotel tonight. So then it's like, do we want to be like...
We're going to eat out tonight. We're gonna treat ourselves.
Treat yourself.
I feel like we deserve it tonight.
We never eat out. Oh, that was in my mouth. Stop.
We don't eat out often at all. Fix the damn van. You need that more than you need the crap ton of tacos. Yeah, we're definitely... The van is actually doing really well. We got it washed immediately after the next morning. And I've been keeping an eye on the base of it to make sure that there's no rusting. There is already a coat underneath the van to keep it from getting rusted.
Well, and thank God we did that spray paint job. Because I think that definitely really helped save the van a lot too. Because we already had the rhino lining on it.
How about tacos first then?
Go live a life a little bit.
Yeah.
It swims.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, it does. All right, guys, we love you all so much. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
We love you guys.
I feel like it's so awkward that we're literally laying in bed
I think
right
it's
now.
cool. I love you guys. We really appreciate you all as our community. If there's anything that we can do for you, any type of videos that you want to see, please let us know. And we will do our best to make sure to give that back to you guys. Because you are the reason why we're able to be here right now. We're able to travel to Baja. We're able to take ourselves all the way down to Panama.
And take you guys on all these crazy adventures.
It's because of you. These videos happen because of you.
Amen to that. We're so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for being here, for liking, for watching, for super chatting, for becoming a member, for being a Patreon, for freaking commenting, for being the coolest people ever. You're all FnA.
You are. We love you.
Ooh, that was so nice. Love you guys. Have a good night.
I miss being live with them.
Aww.